Hi guys, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today we're going to do a request. Now, on the Twitter there's been tons of this going on. Loads and loads of shots of Rihanna in this beautiful look. So I'm going to do that for you today. I'm going to try and keep the colours as true to what Rihanna is wearing as possible, so they're going to look a lot darker on me, because obviously she has darker skin than me, so therefore they look lighter on her. But hopefully if I use the right colours, then everybody of every skin tone will be able to wear it. That makes sense? Okay, let's get started. Apart from foundation, of course, that would be weird. Okay, exciting new product. This is from Kiko, and this is their new Cushion System CC Cream Foundation. Now, you may have seen Nick using the Lancome one in a recent video, and it's very, very similar, in fact identical packaging apart from the logo, which is different. But the product could not be more different. This one is a much heavier coverage. It's like a full coverage. Okay, so straight on with the foundation. I'm going to use a little sponge that comes with it and work it into the skin. Now, I have heard people say that you need to tap these foundations on, but you're going to end up with so much coverage if you do that with this foundation. So I'm just working it into the skin. This is a really super quick and easy base to use. I love it. I mean, I wouldn't choose the texture for me, obviously, because I'm not crazy on really full coverage and I'm not crazy on matte, but for somebody that's skin suits this, this is amazing, I think. So after this video, I'm going to record winged liner for hooded eyes, because I got tons of requests for that one as well on my recent video, the Michelle Visage one, so I'll show you how to do that. Now we've got the foundation on, we can move straight to brows. I'm using Beauty UK Highbrow all-in-one brow definition kit. It's got a bunch of colours in, and Rihanna's brows are pretty defined in this look, so I'm going to go in and just give them quite a bit of shape. I like this little kit because there's quite a lot of mix and match, so I'm actually using this light colour here, then I'm going to mix a little bit of this black into it so we get a bit more ashiness where we want that. So just underneath the brow, we're going to go with that. Okay, quite strong and dark with the brows, which they'll probably look like really, really strong and dark right now before I get the eyes on, but the eyes are stronger than the brows, so we'll balance all out. Okay, oh, I can't open this. Right, MAC Stormy Pink Pro Longwear. I'm just going to pop a bit of this on with my finger. We can take that up to the brow. Just blend it in with your finger. This is going to be our base. So my kitchen is nearly finished. My worktops get delivered on Friday. So after 3 weeks without a kitchen, I'm going to finally have a kitchen. I'm so excited. You don't realise how stressful it is until you don't have a kitchen. And of course you've got 2 kids to feed and make sure they're eating healthy food. Anyway, so I'm excited about that. Another thing I'm excited about is I'm going to have hypnotherapy. Obviously I mentioned before to you guys that I have anxiety, and I actually have this thing called dermatophagia, which is pretty horrible. I chew my fingers, right? I don't even know I'm doing it a lot of the time, especially when I'm thinking or I'm anxious. I just find myself chewing my fingers, and it's horrible, stressful, and I hate it. So and that's basically a part of like obsessive compulsive, it's kind of an OCD or an impulsive control disorder. These things are kind of linked. It's all very confusing. Anyway, quite frequently when I laugh about OCD, people are like, you shouldn't laugh about that. I'm like, I'm laughing at myself. I have it. Sit down. So just in case you're wondering, I actually am a bit nuts. But it's fine, you know, everybody has their funny things. So anyway, I found out that there's a guy that's a hypnotist, local, and I thought that it might help. So I'm going to have a phone call with him in about an hour or so. So I'm really excited because I'd love to be able to sort out some of these things so that I'm not so stressed. Right, onto the eyes. Now, I am going to use this, which is so lovely. This is the MAC Cinderella palette, and it has the perfect colours in. Now, forget these 2 here because they're probably going to come up ashy on any sort of darker skin tone, so we're not going to work with those. We have Quarry here, which is a MAC colour, like a re-promote, and I love Quarry. It's such a great kind of plummy colour. I don't know how that's picking up in my camera, but you have to trust me, it's got this kind of warm sort of berry undertone. Other colours in here, so the top two anyway are Vapor and Floof, and then you've got Omega and Quarry, and then Satin Taupe, which is this one here, and Stroke of Midnight here. So it's a super usable palette, so if this hasn't sold out, get it, it's good. Okay, so we're going to start with Satin Taupe, and we're going to work that through the front part of the socket. I'm going to use my Bold Metals 201. So just load up the tip of the brush, and then we're going to work it through the socket. Go quite high with it. Then I'm just using my 200 just to blend that, so it's really nice and soft. Satin Taupe is like a lovely kind of taupey shimmer with a sort of purpley undertone. Okay, now we're going to move on to Quarry, which is this one here, and that's coming through the outside edge. Quarry is a matte colour, and Satin Taupe is of course a frost, so it's quite nice when it gets photographed because you get like this matteness here and then a slight sort of shimmer there. It was so hard for me to figure out what shadows were going to work for this look, so obviously we're always guessing, but I think this is going to be pretty close. On to our last one, which is Stroke of Midnight. We're going to be really careful with this one, tiny little bit, and we're going to run that just along the lash line here. And then really buff it in. And what's left on our brush we can just take through the socket. But we want to make sure that's really super blended as well. Okay, black eyeliner time. I've got Smolder from MAC, and we need to really tight line. So all the way under those lashes. I'm going to take this all the way into the inside corner. And then on the bottom lash line as well. So all the way around. And then join your corners up on the outside and on the inside. We're going to take this just onto the lash line as well. And then we need to take a black eyeshadow, and we're going to press that into that, just to make it really extra black and keep it in place. So the whole key to this look is getting it really, really dark along that lash line so that you've got that real contrast with the eye colour. And this is going to work on any eye colour. Then I'm going to take it just along that top lash line as well. As close to the lashes as you can. And again, really important, meet that black up at the outside corner so it's nice and tidy. Then we can pop some mascara on. Now this is a little preview. This is Daniel Sandler's new mascara. It's incredible. It's not out yet, but he sent me a prototype for it and I am so blown away. It's gone straight in my makeup bag. I'm loving it. It's just amazing. So if he's got a waiting list, I would quite definitely put yourself on it if you like big lashes like I do. I probably shouldn't even be showing you this. And I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to look it up. Hang on. Check my emails. It's called Intense Volume Pro. Look at that. No false lashes with that. It's amazing. Amazing. Right, okay, let me just catch up with the other eye and I'll be right back. Clinique Line Smoothing Concealer in 03 Moderately Fair. I'm just going to buff that in. MAC number 3's here that I'm going to pop on because I think they might just be perfect for this look. Okie dokie, hold the lash nice and firmly between the tweezers in the centre, and then we're just going to drop it down onto the lash like that, into your natural lash line, and then give it a few seconds and then you can tuck your outside corners in. Now sometimes you'll find you'll get quite a bit of glue on the seam of the lash. Just tap it on your hand first, take off any excess, and then you can apply. Before I move on to cheeks, I'm just going to take a little bit of our darkest colour, which is called, again, Stroke of Midnight, this one here, and I'm going to take that through the socket just to finish this off. So from our liner through the socket, really like deep in the socket, and then we can blend that through. So using the very edge of both brushes to create that nice sharp line. In case you're wondering, you might have noticed my gorgeous jewellery. It's all rose gold. Rose gold is the thing at the moment. Discovered this new designer through a friend of mine called Rihanna. I'll put links in the description box to her. She makes this beautiful stuff. I mean, she does it in silver and in gold, but rose gold is so pretty. It's all gorgeous. Look at that. It's lovely. Anyway, I'll put a link to her website in the description box so you can go check it out. It's like my new favourite thing. Oh, and my bracelet is from her, but you've seen that before. That was the first thing I bought before I realised she did rose gold, so now I've swapped onto rose gold. But it's quite nice because you can mix the metals, that's fine. I have another ring of hers which is silver, which I really like. But it's like a spike, so I don't tend to wear it when I do makeup, in case I hurt myself. Okay, nearly there. Right, cheeks. I've got Delilah bronzer, and I'm going to need a big brush for this, and I'm just going to pop that quite high up on the cheek. And then onto the lip. Right, I'm going to start with a bit of lip balm. I've chosen Elemis Minty Moisture Balm because it doesn't leave the lips too greasy. And then we're going to move on to Night Moth. Now this is going to look a lot darker on me than it did on Rihanna. But you know, if you want it lighter, go for a lighter colour like burgundy or something. The reason I put the lip balm on is because I'm working with a lip liner because I want it matte, but I don't want it to look really dry. Now I'm working in Kiko number 6 into the centre of the lip. So I'm using the Night Moth to add the real depth, but then this to add the colour, because Night Moth on its own is a little purpley, and this on its own is a little light, kind of everything. Then I'm just using my retractable lip brush just to even out all the lines. So that the lip liner is nice and neat. Then we can go back in with our bronzer and just finish by taking a little of that just up here and warming this up. We'll take a little bit of this bronzer just on the hairline as well, just to tie everything in. Now the darker your skin, the darker you're going to have to go with your bronzer as well. Obviously this colour wouldn't show up on Rihanna. It's probably pretty close to her skin tone actually, looking at it. So you might want to go for a much darker one. But everything else, I think you could probably get away with. So there you go guys, I hope you like it. I love this lip. And of course, you know, when we're talking about matte lips, then the most matte is really a lip liner, and you have so much more play if you've got smaller lips to make them full, because it's matte, it doesn't reflect the light, so you can't see your natural lip lines so much. But do remember, if you're going for something as dark as this, it's going to make your lips look smaller anyway, so you are going to probably have to make them a bit bigger. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. The next video I do will be winged outliner for hooded eyes. I hope that will be useful for some people, and I will put all the links in the description box, including my jewellery and anything else I can think of. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.